Hey guys, it's Extreme Strategy here, and today we're going to be checking out the Northmen of the New World mod for Total War Warhammer 2. And this mod adds in 3 brand new Norsca factions for you to use inside of custom battles and campaigns. First up we have Mung, who is led by Dengizic the Mung. He has a special hero called Gorzin Hotcaller, and the special units are the Hung Bowmen, Hunters, Hung Centaurs, Heavy Lancers, Horse Archers, Great Hawks, a War Hydra, and then lastly, the Demonic Battering Ram. Inside of combat, the Mung will rely very heavily on their hunters being out front, releasing volleys of arrows into the enemy lines, and the Great Hawks being able to swoop in to destroy any enemies that they can initially hit. And then of course these units will also be very good for chasing down enemies after they have begun to rout, just to make sure they don't return to the fray. The meat of your army will most likely be Marauders, backed up by the War Hydras, and with their very special hero charging into the fray as well, with of course the Demonic Battering Ram. Inside of the campaign, Mung has the ability Rowdy for cavalry units, ability Beasts of Burden for single entity monsters, diplomatic relationships plus 20 with Call to Pleasure, access to a unique horde, reduced upkeep for hung units, campaign movement range plus 15% for own army starting their turn in this region. And their starting location is Ironfrost, which is right in the corner of a map, providing them with a nice defensive position. The main problem is the fact that Nagrand is not too far away from you. Next up we have Aghol, with a series of spirit units and hunter units, led by Vandred the Winter Mists, with his very own specialized lore. They also have a harpoon cannon, Marauder Champions with great weapons, Marauder Champions Whalers, Ungor Raiders, War Sleds, Spirit Wolves, Saberteeth, Troll Rust, the Wendigo, a Spirit Mammoth, a Feral Dread Whaler, and then lastly a Totem Shrine. Inside of a fight, Aghol is going to rely on the Ungor Riders coming out and then releasing volleys of arrows while they can, and then when they are done firing off their shots, pulling back behind their lines, because the Marauder Champions Whalers have a special ranged weapon. Also, they have a series of very powerful monsters and artillery in order to help them win any engagement they might come across. And when the ranged unit of the Whalers goes off, with them hurling their javelins into enemy lines, it will do decent amounts of damage, and when you have Spirit Mammoths or the Dread Whaler slamming the enemy around as well, the enemy is going to get absolutely butchered. And also one of the custom spells is going off as well. Very, very powerful race for Norsca. Inside a campaign, Aghol has campaign movement range while at sea, plus 30% all armies, hero capacity plus 2 for Shaman Sorcerers, faction wide, Chaos Corruption plus 3 local province, and attribute stock for the Lord's army. The starting point in Aghol is the Fortress of the Damned, where you'll begin at war with a Dark Elf faction. Once again, you're right up at the edge of the map, however you're not in a corner, so the defensive position isn't as good. You also have a lot of Dark Elves, and also Oxyotl to the left of your starting position, and to your right you do have some Warriors of Norsca for you to invade, as well as below you being the Seas of Chaos, meaning that you have threats on one side, and potential allies, if you force them to be your ally, on the other. And the last faction to be covered today is Skeggi, who is led by Drixon. Their special units are Feral Cold Ones, Marauder Cold One Chariots, Armored Bastillodons, a Bastillodon with a Hell Cannon attached to it, Cornosaur, a Skeggidon, and a Skeggidon Chaos War Shrine. Skeggi's playstyle is very similar to her Karth, relying very heavily on lots and lots of beasts, as well as some troops. However, if you want to go for a full-out beast army, you can. The Hell Cannons shoot their purple fireballs, which is really cool to watch, and the Dinosaurs will just rip and tear everything apart, with the Skeggidon Chaos War Shrines also having the ability Giver of Glory, plus 24 melee attack and plus 16 leadership to any unit that they so choose, plus the Favor of the Ruinous Power, which is a plus 10 leadership augment. And of course the Feral Cold Ones will chase after any enemy that they are told to attack. The Skeggi faction attributes are Primal Instinct for Marauder units, all armies, Suitable Climate Jungle, Magic Item Drop Chance plus 20%, units gain plus 3% weapon and missile strength per rank achieved, upkeep minus 25% for Dino units, and upkeep minus 50% for Marauder units. And then Skeggi begins the campaign in a very interesting spot, in the middle of Lustria. Automatically they are at war with the Lizardmen. They're also in the middle of nowhere. They have Dark Elves above them, with a Lithanar as well. To the right of them you have Ulthwine. Beneath them you have Vampire Coast, and you also have the Empire. And then to the left you have the Lizardmen. Because as if beginning at war with Lizardmen wasn't bad enough, you begin the game at war with Mazda Mundi. There are also no Norskins nearby, meaning you start in a very interesting position. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Go check out the Discord server and this mod. Links to both those in the description below. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.